Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have another grocery haul video for you today. This video wasn't planned at all for this week, but I just got back from the grocery store and I bought like a bunch of stuff that I don't think I've shown yet on my channel. Hi, are you gonna help me do this video? Hi, come here. Dexter's always on the counter. So I thought I would do another haul video for you just to kind of quickly edit and post up on the channel. I mentioned in my last video that I want to show you guys my recipe. Oh my god, Dexter's going crazy. He's like running around so fast, like all throughout the house. Can you relax, please? Shh. If you watched my last video, I mentioned that I wanted to make another video talking about my homemade vegan almond cheese in addition to my vegan homemade pizza recipe. So I'm still planning on doing that. In the last video, I mentioned that that was going to be my next video, but it's probably going to be up either this week or early next week. So I'm still definitely going to put that one up. So I thought I would just really quickly show you my little grocery haul for this week, but stay tuned for the pizza recipe if that's something that you're interested in. So I'm gonna quickly start with my frozen stuff because once again they really have to get into the freezer. So what I picked up for this week in the frozen aisle was a bag of Canadian wild blueberries. I love these frozen blueberries. They're really little, like they're just tiny little blueberries, but they're so good and they work well with smoothies, and sometimes I'll put them on pancakes or I'll put them in oatmeal. So I always like to have a bag of frozen wild blueberries. If you guys go shopping at Costco, you can get like a massive bag of them for like 10 bucks, and it's a little bit cheaper to do it that way. So if you have a Costco membership, definitely get your frozen fruit there. But I don't get out to Costco every single week or even every 2 weeks. So sometimes when I really need them, I will grab a bag of wild blueberries at my regular grocery store, but more or less when they're on sale. These little bags are 600 grams, so it's a decent sized bag, but it doesn't last a super long time. And this was on sale for $3.99 in Canadian dollars if you're watching this outside of Canada. So these were $3.99. I've seen them for as much as $7.99. So this is something I generally will buy when they're on sale. Otherwise I'll get like a huge bag at Costco, and that's a really good deal. This was something I've never actually seen before, but it is a bag of frozen coconut chunks, which is really exciting. Like, how vegan was that? Super exciting that I got a bag of friggin' frozen coconut chunks. But anyway, yeah, I got a bag of frozen coconut chunks. When I make smoothies, I almost always add either full fat coconut milk or coconut oil just to get some really healthy fats into the smoothie, and it makes them nice and creamy and makes them really filling. So I thought this would change it up a little bit and might add that sort of like coconutty flavor. I also grabbed this, which is something I've never bought before. These are frozen avocado chunks. I usually buy fresh avocado, which I did today, but I thought that this would be another really great thing to add into my green smoothies. I'm guessing that you can't really taste avocado in smoothies. Believe it or not, I've never even added avocado to my green smoothies before. The next frozen item I got, and I mentioned this on my channel before really quick, just the Gardein crispy tenders. These are great in a pinch. You just throw them in the oven for like 20 minutes. I'll toss them with a little bit of barbecue sauce or put them on a couple slices of bread to have almost like a crispy chicken sandwich. So they're really good in a pinch. I will usually wait until the weekend to eat these. They're kind of like almost like a vegan like treat food or cheat meal for me, so I try not to eat them all the time. I also grabbed a loaf of bread. So this time I got the Silver Hills, the Big 16. This is their sprouted power sprouted wheat bread. This is by far my favorite vegan bread that I buy. This whole company, the Silver Hills Bakery, they make amazing breads, but this specific one is my favorite because per one slice it contains 6 grams of protein. So for 2 slices of bread you get 12 grams of protein. This bread is awesome for sandwiches, or if you put a little bit of natural peanut butter on it, that's a great complete source of protein. Sometimes I'll also spread a little bit of coconut oil on a piece of toast with this bread and sprinkle with a little bit of cinnamon. That's a really yummy breakfast idea. Also by Silver Hills Bakery. This is something I've never seen before, so I'm really excited to try it out. This is their organic sprouted power turmeric tortillas. So I've never actually seen these ever before. I think it's something new to my local grocery store that I go to. So I'm excited to try these because I have a really hard time finding good vegan tortillas with healthy, nice ingredients in them. Like, I know you can buy regular tortillas like in the regular bakery section that are like accidentally vegan, so to speak, and I'll use those periodically, but they always have some kind of ingredient in them that I'm like, don't really want to eat, and they have a lot of processed ingredients in them. So I was really excited to see that Silver Hills makes their own tortillas now, because there's something that I've had a really tough time finding good vegan tortillas that have a lot of clean ingredients and a really good nutritional profile. So I'm super excited to try these. I'm kind of intrigued by the turmeric thing. Like, I wonder how much you'll be able to taste them, because in the package they have a slight yellow tint to them from the turmeric. So that was all my freezer stuff. I'll show you guys my produce next. So I mentioned already I got a little bag of avocados. So this has 5 avocados in there. This cost me, I think, $3.97. So avocados, we know, can be really pricey sometimes. So that was a great deal. I got a little bag of them. They're not quite ripe yet, but that'll be great in a few days when they start to ripen. I also got this gigantic cauliflower. Like, this thing's huge. You know how sometimes you buy cauliflower and they're literally like that big? Like, it's such a rip-off. This was $5, which is kind of a lot for a cauliflower. But my mom was telling me about this recipe that she tried that she found on Pinterest for riced cauliflower, where you just kind of put it raw in a food processor. So I'm gonna make that for dinner tonight. So Mom, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the dinner idea. I can't wait to try that. So that's what I'm gonna be making with this. I also grabbed a little bunch of rapini, which if you've watched my videos before, I think I've included rapini in all of my grocery haul videos. It's my favorite green. This and broccoli are my 2 favorite greens. Oh, hey. Oh my God, isn't he adorable? Look, let's look at the camera. Look, there you go. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Dexter is almost 2. His birthday's next week. So my husband and I were talking about what we're gonna get him for his birthday, because he's the most spoiled cat in the world. I love him so much. What do you want for your birthday? Are you gonna be 2 next week? Hey? Are you gonna be 2? I also got 2 little heads of garlic. I go through a ton of garlic. I always saute minced garlic with a little bit of onion, which I also got a little mesh bag of onions here. These will last me a while, but when I cook and when I make any kind of like sauteed vegetables or soups, or even when I roast vegetables in the oven, sometimes I'll toss them with a little bit of onions and garlic. I also grabbed a little bag of mini red potatoes. I love these roasted in the oven, so I'll usually cut them in halves or into quarters, and I'll toss them with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and maybe some spices. Like, sometimes I'll use thyme or something like that, and I'll just throw these in the oven to roast and get nice and crispy. These ones are nice and sort of creamy inside. Like, they don't taste dry ever. Oh my God, they're so good when they come out of the oven. I also grabbed 2 little mangoes. I didn't get too much fruit today, but I grabbed these. They're pretty much ripe. This one feels like it's almost ripe. This one maybe needs a day or so. But these are one of my favorite fruits. I really love them. I don't do much with them. I literally just cut them or peel them and then cube them up and just eat them plain. So mangoes are definitely one of my favorite fruits. So I just grabbed a couple of those for today. That was pretty much it for all the produce. I grabbed 4 things of Rise kombucha. This is my absolute favorite type of kombucha. These are usually $4.99 at my grocery store, but they were on sale today for $2.99, which is a great deal. So I grabbed 4 of those. The ginger one is by far my favorite, and Rise ginger kombucha is my favorite of all time. I've tried like so many different kinds, but this still remains to be my very favorite one. And then I also got the mint and chlorophyll one, which is really good. I also got some pasta. So this is my favorite brand of pasta. This is the Pasta Toscana brand, and I love this because it is fortified with omega-3. So it's made with durum whole wheat semolina and omega-3 from flax seeds. So I guess the flax seed is ground up with the whole wheat flour and made into a pasta. So I really like this kind of pasta. I actually haven't made any pasta dishes for a while, so maybe I'll cook up some of this later this week. I also grabbed some of my staple dry goods from the brand Bob's Red Mill. So I grabbed the pizza crust mix, so little teaser alert. This is the mix that I use to make my pizza crust for my homemade pizza. So I'll be using that for that video, so stay tuned for that. So pizza crust mix. I also grabbed a bag of all-purpose baking flour. I'm not gluten-free, but this is a gluten-free flour blend. The reason I buy this is because one of my cookbooks is, I believe, it is 100% gluten-free, and I like to always have this on hand for if I'm making things from that recipe book, because I don't know, I'm not the best baker, I'm not the best cook either. So it's funny that I have this YouTube channel and everybody always asks me, oh my god, Laura, how do you make that? And in my head I'm always just thinking, like, I'm really not the best at baking or cooking. But anyway, that recipe book in the baking section, they pretty much only use this type of flour. So I like to have a bag of this on hand in case I decide one afternoon, hey, I'm gonna make something out of that recipe book. That way I always know that I have a bag of that. I also grabbed a bag of super fine almond flour. This is so expensive. For this little bag, it's $15.99, but almond flour is amazing. Yes, you can make your own if you just buy like the peeled sort of blanched almonds and then blend them, but the price is usually not that different. So I just grabbed this already done today. This is also going to be in my pizza video. So I'll show you guys how I make a baked wheel of like a feta style cheese. It's super like tangy and you crumble it on the pizza and it's so good. So this is what I use as the base for my vegan cheese. So I'll show you guys that in the pizza video. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one. I just have a few more random little odds and ends here. I feel like this video was like no rhyme, no reason, like no organization, but whatever. This was meant to just be a quick one today. So these are the Mary's organic crackers. I'm sure you've seen these before. These are the super seed ones, the classic flavor of the super seed ones. I really, really like these. These and the jalapeno ones are so good. This is another thing that you can get at Costco too. They sell like a nice big box with 2 full, like larger size bags in it, and that's a really good price. When I buy these smaller boxes of the super seed ones, because they don't have these at Costco, so when the smaller boxes of the super seed flavor go on sale at my local grocery store, I always grab a box of those. So I like to eat these with a little bit of hummus or a little bit of guacamole to just dip in. I also got a couple of the mint chocolate chip Lara bars. This is like one of my favorite vegan snacks. These are amazing. I'm obsessed with anything mint flavor, like mint chocolate, just regular chocolate, mint chocolate chip ice cream. There's this bakery kind of close to where I live that makes vegan mint, like peppermint brownies. Oh my god, they're so good. So anything mint, I absolutely love. So these are one of my favorite flavors of Lara bars. They contain dates, almonds, semi-sweet chocolate chips, cashews, cocoa powder, and peppermint oil. Oh my god, these are so yummy. So I grabbed a couple of those. I also got this little container box thing of organic vegetable bouillon cubes. So sometimes I forget pretty often to buy like the prepared vegetable broth, so I try to buy like the nice organic vegetable broth for when I make soup, but I like to always make sure I have a little box of these in my pantry. So I like to have a little thing of these in my pantry because I always find that I do forget, and then I'll go to my pantry, I don't have the ready-made liquid vegetable broth, but then I have these, so these save me often. So I grabbed a little pack of those. They were on sale too, they were super cheap. I got a bag of my favorite coffee, my favorite coffee in the whole world. This is the ethical bean coffee in the super dark French roast. Oh my god, this is so good in a French press. So I grind a little bit of this, put it in my French press, and then make it that way. This used to be called rocket fuel, which is the reason I bought it in the first place, because it said rocket fuel on it and had this cute little like rocket ship on it. And I loved that. I so got sucked in by that little design, but it ended up being my favorite coffee. I've mentioned this in a couple other videos as well. This is the Native Forest organic coconut milk. So this is the canned form of the full fat coconut milk, which I love in my smoothies. So yeah, I've tried other canned coconut milks before, and I either, like some of them don't have like a nice coconutty flavor, which I actually like in my smoothies. Like I want to taste that nice coconut flavor. Some of them aren't as creamy, or like, I don't know what it is. I just always seem to really go back to this specific one. So I grabbed a can of that today. So that was pretty much it for my grocery items. Now I was just going to show you guys a couple vegan, cruelty-free cosmetic items that I picked up today. I'm not really sure if that's something that you would want to see. If you're subscribed to my channel already and you're interested in vegan skincare products and body care and makeup and that kind of thing, fun fact about me, I'm actually a makeup artist and an esthetician. I've been working in the cosmetics industry for about almost, actually this year is my 10th year as an esthetician and makeup artist. So I'm not really sure if talking about like makeup and skincare and that kind of stuff is outside of the scope of my channel, but if that's something that you'd like to see, I'm more than happy to talk about it. I think it's relevant because it's definitely within the realm of living a vegan lifestyle and it's kind of all part of it. So I'm kind of undecided of if I really want to just focus on food and cooking and that kind of stuff on this channel, or if I want to branch into the makeup stuff, because I think cosmetics is like another whole huge world. So that's something that I'm also really passionate about, and I always try to buy both vegan and cruelty-free cosmetics and skincare products, of course. So I was going to show you guys a couple of the things that I grabbed. So I also grabbed this Andalou Naturals Probiotic and C Renewal Cream, but I literally just realized right now that this has lactobacillus in it, which I try to avoid because that is a dairy-based probiotic. So I'm gonna return this. I'm not gonna open it, I'm gonna return it because I just don't wanna use a dairy-based probiotic on my face. So Andalou Naturals is an amazing brand. Pretty much all my skincare is Andalou, but I'm not gonna keep this one. I'm gonna take it back to the store. So see what happens. You try so hard to buy all vegan products. The thing with this brand too, I think something like I was reading on their website, I think something like 90% of their products are actually 100% vegan. They're all cruelty free. Like there's only a handful of products that contain either like a dairy-based probiotic. I think a couple of them have honey, and there was one other ingredient that I think was found in some of their products, but I'm not gonna keep this one. I'm actually gonna go return it later. But anyway, what can you do? It happens sometimes. I should have checked the label, obviously, a little more closely. But when I look at Andalou products, I think I just assume all of their products are vegan. So I just kind of grabbed it off the shelf. I've never used that product before. So I just kind of grabbed it and thought, hey, I'll try this. But I'm going to return that one. I grabbed this pack of Kiss Looks So Natural Light and Soft Shy Style False Eyelashes. So Kiss is a vegan and cruelty-free brand. They do not use mink hair or anything like that. They always use synthetic or human hair, actually. So what's better, animal hair or human hair? I'd rather use human hair, just saying. But anyway, these are my favorite false eyelash style. I work in a salon and I do makeup as my actual like regular job, so I always wear, like, I wear fake eyelashes literally all the time. So these are my favorite false eyelashes. I also grabbed the Duo Glue. So this is the brush on glue in dark tone. This is also vegan, and Duo is a cruelty-free brand, so this is the type of lash glue that I use. They make a dark tone one, and they also have a brush on formulation that is clear, like it has no color to it. So this can be a little trickier to use if you're new to wearing false eyelashes, but they also have a clear one if you prefer that. And then I also just grabbed a little Wet n Wild concealer. So this is the Photo Focus concealer. This concealer is amazing. I feel like I'm getting so off topic, but it is a vegan and cruelty-free concealer, and it's one of my favorites. It's really inexpensive and you can buy it at the drugstore. This one I got in a little bit of a deeper shade. I have the lighter one actually for my regular concealer, but I wanted to pick up the darker one to do a little bit of contouring with it. So I'm gonna try that out and see how I like it for contouring. Thanks for watching this quick grocery haul video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for my pizza video. That one's gonna be a really good one. I think you guys will like it, for those of you that are subscribed already. I've had some of you ask me for more recipes and that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna post that one up. It might be a two-part video, which a friend of mine actually gave me that idea. She's like, you should make one that's featuring how you make your almond feta, and then you should show how you actually assemble and cook the whole pizza. So I think I'm gonna do that. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you are not following me on Instagram already, my handle is @FitVeganFreak, and that's where I post pretty much all my meals and new recipes and stuff I'm trying. So follow me there if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.